So.
John, the place was electric when Sydney just walked out onto the track. This might be the race of the night. Everyone looking forward to seeing what Sydney will do.
Megan Tapper there in lane 1, certainly popular from Jamaica, but not Sid popular.
This is Tia Jones. She's making her 3rd appearance as a Grand Slam challenger. 12:19. She was just off the American record only because she finished 2nd in Miami. Great race.
Utaji Kambuji here from Switzerland. Her sister had to finish her season. She just announced she's pregnant. She needs her pediatrician. She wouldn't come over because she couldn't fly.
And here she is. The queen of the oval, Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, has dropped down to the women's short hurdle. She's running the 100 hurdles and the 100. Everybody's waiting to see what she'll do here.
Ackera Nugent's been 3rd and 4th in the hurdle races and then has blistered the open 100. See what she's got. Her day, you know, she'll be counted on the next day to figure out how this goes.
Yeah, the 2 Jamaicans side by side. Daniel Williams won the Slam in Kingston. Nugent won in Miami. What will they do here?
Tania Marshall, part of Dennis Shaver's sprint crew down there in LSU. He just finds fast women all the time. They never let up.
Yeah, and they said that she looked really, really good in warm-ups. This is Christina Clemens. She's making her Grand Slam debut. She's an Olympic semifinalist and a world indoor silver medalist back in 2018.
And if you're
this is it, the moment we've been waiting for.
If you're wondering how this goes, 12:61, the facility record for 11 for 11 clean sweep. Steve Cram.
Sydney gets out reasonably well. Nugent has got away quickly. Also going well. Tia Jones over the far side. It's Nugent just leading this one at the moment. Nugent's got this. Ackera Nugent continues to go away. Wins it easily in the end. 12:44. Sydney just not on terms in an event we wouldn't necessarily expect it to be. Tia Jones did hang on for 2nd place after getting out sharp, but Nugent staffed her authority all over that race there. Got out well. Was up with Jones, who we know can get out quickly. So does Tapper as well. But then she just continued to move away from them. Sydney 5th. Great athletes like a challenge.
I'd rather see her challenge herself, man, if I'm being honest. We know what she can do in the 4 hurdles. We've seen it for years. She's constantly racing the clock. I'd like to see her race people, and she did it. I think she has a desire to do that as well. You know, you got to be able to do things to keep the heat under you. I think she realizes that. She actually got out decently. Having Ackera right next to her, though, when you're next to that kind of cadence, it can actually throw you off, because this is something that she doesn't necessarily feel all the time. She's on a stagger usually and doesn't always have athletes right next to her. So that's new for her. And to see someone 3-stepping that quickly right next to you, yeah, it's not that simple to run next to.
I mean, technically, she's only raced this twice, I think, since 2021.
Yeah.
So, you know, and until you get in the mix with the fast people, it's all right in training and everything, but, you know, she did pretty well there. She's beaten some good athletes.
Grand Slam Day 2, go through the lane assignments. After being in lane 1 for the first race, Anna Hall gets a really big head start this time around out there in lane 8.
Yeah, I like her in lane 8. She can open up those big strides and really see what she can do. This is Andranette Knight of Jamaica. She was 2nd to Sid in the 400 hurdles, has run on 4x14s for Jamaica, so she is familiar with running good 400s.
And there's Shamir Little, who just missed out on the Olympic team, got gold in the 4x4. Some people thought because she tried to qualify in the 400 and the hurdles, maybe cost her.
And here is the woman that a lot of people, one of the greatest athletes on the track. She's 3 times a world record holder over 400-meter hurdles, and she really wants to do special things in the 400 as well, John. So I think this gives her the opportunity to get the practice that it takes to be great at 400 meters as well.
As we said, she's the 2nd fastest American ever in the flat 400 behind Sonia Richards-Ross. In there to lane 2, we've got Sarah Carley, twice an Olympian for Australia. She was 5th over the hurdles in the opening race here of their series, their 2 events.
And rounding out the field, Cassandra Tate, now 34 years old, has been a staple of part of the 400 hurdles for a really long time. Tough lane draw for her. but she has a lot of
That's
experience.
a tight curve for everybody when they got to go around. Once around, no hurdles. I figure what? Give us 50 seconds. It'll be the 50 seconds of your day.
A bit of a long hold there, but they're away safely. Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone moving up on Shamir Little already out on the outside. We're watching for this battle for second place perhaps. And Anna Hall has started quickly down the back straight. Shamir Little now really moving up on Ackera Nugent as well. So Little's really getting into this. Sydney's got somebody to work off here. Chasing Shamir Little, perhaps holding her through that first 200 metres. Maybe a little bit breezy down the back straight, and now the stagger starts to unwind. Anna Hall on the outside in 8. Right there with Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, but when they come into the home straight, that's going to turn into a 3, 4, 5 metre lead. And away she goes now. The speed and the strength and the poise. Gliding down the home straight. Others are fighting behind her horse, trying to hang on ahead of Ackera Nugent. It's going to be Sydney to take it, 49.7, and Anna Hall gets second place. The gap here was small, whereas in the 400-metre hurdles, Ackera Nugent had 3.5 tenths, which is more like sort of 3 meters or so. Here, look at the gap. Hall fought hard. There's Sydney away, closest to the camera. Hall outleans, outdips Ackera Nugent, but the gap not big enough. This time, it was only 12 hundredths of a second, so it means the Jamaican will take second place.
I think Sydney looked pretty comfortable the entire way. 49.69 like that. I mean, that's something that she can feel happy about. What I like about Sydney is that the running position that she sets up in is very, very good. Very good range to the back, very good range to the front. Hips right in front of her. Very stable. You can do a lot of things with that type of running form. And she does do a lot of things with that kind of running form.
There's the champ, Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, and Sonia, every time I see it, like you really want to see somebody push her and get a good race.
A bit of a long hold there, but they're away safely. Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone moving up on Shamir Little already out on the outside. We're watching for this battle for second place perhaps. And Anna Hall has started quickly down the back straight. Shamir Little now really moving up on Ackera Nugent as well. So Little's really getting into this. Sydney's got somebody to work off here. Chasing Shamir Little, perhaps holding her through that first 200 metres. Maybe a little bit breezy down the back straight, and now the stagger starts to unwind. Anna Hall on the outside in 8. Right there with Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, but when they come into the home straight, that's going to turn into a 3, 4, 5 metre lead. And away she goes now. The speed and the strength and the poise. Gliding down the home straight. Others are fighting behind her horse, trying to hang on ahead of Ackera Nugent. It's going to be Sydney to take it, 49.
The women's sprint events this season delivered a double dose of chaos and dominance. 2 races, 2 very different scripts, and 1 clear message. The hierarchy of women's speed is constantly evolving. In Philadelphia, the spotlight burned brightest on Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone. The Olympic champion, synonymous with 400-meter hurdles greatness, stepped into the unforgiving world of the 100-meter hurdles, instantly turning the meet into must-watch television. The crowd expected brilliance. What they witnessed instead was a shockwave. From the first hurdle, it became clear this was not a coronation, it was a battle. And the athlete who seized control was Ackera Nugent. Fresh off her Miami Grand Slam success, Nugent attacked the race with ruthless precision. Her rhythm was flawless, her acceleration savage, every barrier dispatched with authority. By halfway, the outcome was already written. Veterans and contenders, Megan Tapper, Tia Jones, Danielle Williams, Tanya Marshall, Christina Clemens, all fought fiercely, but none could match Nugent's aggression. This wasn't just a victory, it was a declaration. She didn't merely defeat the most famous name in the race, she dismantled the idea that the night belonged to anyone else. Jamaica had found another hurdle star, and the world took notice. Then came the women's 100 meters, a different battlefield, but no less explosive. Here, the narrative leaned toward inevitability. Shericka Jackson, already feared across the sprinting world, lined up with calm confidence. The field was stacked. Olympic legend Elaine Thompson-Herah, the ever-dangerous Natasha Morrison, the rising Brianna Williams, alongside Shashali Forbes and Alana Reed. When the gun fired, Jackson's superiority was unmistakable. Her drive phase was controlled, her top-end speed devastating. While others strained for momentum, Jackson separated herself effortlessly, reminding everyone why she remains one of the most complete sprinters of her generation. 2 races, 2 statements, 1 season defined by shifting power and unrelenting competition. In women's sprinting, reputations offer no protection, only execution matters. And right now, the women rewriting the rules are doing it at full speed.